The New Orleans Pelicans have gotten a whole lot better this offseason, but nobody is talking about it. This is a team coming off of a 49-win season, and they go out and add an all-star caliber point guard in Dejounte Murray to their backcourt, which they really were lacking a primary playmaker. And I think Zion Williamson is about to have a breakout year. He showed us in that play-in game he could go crazy. Of course, they've got V's Misi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. And then they got a great wing duo with Trey Murphy and Herb Jones that I'm excited to talk about today. But first, let's talk about their elite addition, which was Dejounte Murray. New Orleans was 1-8 in one possession games last year, and they bring in statistically one of the best clutch players in the league. He was second in the NBA in points in the last 5 seconds of a game with a 101 true shooting percentage. Crazy work there. 22.5 points a game, 6.3 assists, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game for Dejounte Murray last year in Atlanta while shooting 46% from the field, 36% from 3 on 7 attempts. His defense has declined somewhat, but I think it's definitely not a liability. He is an average defender at this point in his career, but not a liability by any means. And I think it's going to be Zion season this year. Let's take a look at this performance he had against the Lakers in the play-in game where he went absolutely Hulk mode, Zion mode, whatever you want to call it, beast mode. He went nuclear for 40 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a block. And I think if he doesn't get hurt, they had a very good chance to win that game. He was simply unguardable this night. Little rip-through move there for the bucket, and then going up. This is not Anthony Davis, one of the better perimeter or rim defenders in the league, and he just doesn't even go up for it. Here's where Zion can be dangerous this year is when he is facilitating, especially to Herb Jones, who had a career year from 3. We'll talk about that, but he's got every set of eyes on the court on him. Herb Jones just slides to the corner and knocks down the 3 ball. Here he has some really nice help defense. Notices the mismatch there. Give me that. LeBron, old, washed up. I swear Zion is a younger version, less skilled, but a younger version of LeBron. There for the dunk right there, getting downhill in 2 seconds to the left hand for the layup. And the Pelicans were down 13 here, and he decided to facilitate, like we said, career year from 3 for Herb Jones. But he's got all 10 eyes looking at him on this play. D'Lo is completely lost on defense. Herb Jones knocks down the 3. That one's probably on D'Lo right there. Then, getting downhill, Valanciunas setting a nice little rub screen. And Anthony Davis, like I said, one of the best rim defenders in the league. Zion just goes up and finishes around him. Brave man there trying to take a charge on Zion, but he does get it to go. At this point, it's still a 16-point game. Get downhill on the king with the left up top. I swear he looks like a younger LeBron when he goes downhill. Here we go. This is where I love Zion, and he can be so good, is when they dump it off to him in the pick and roll, when he can play make when it's 4-on-3. Just can absolutely kill defenses with this, and he just gets to the rim right there and finishes. He also is not a bad facilitator, and then they go to the inverted pick and roll to cut it to 8, or to cut it to 9, where they get AD on him, and Zion is just so much quicker laterally than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a very gifted all-world defender, but he still just goes right by him. And then here, checking LeBron in the half court. Give me that. Ends up on his back, but he still goes up and gets it. Then little off-the-ball cut action. LeBron falls asleep. You got to stay with us, old man. Completely ball watching, and Zion just goes backdoor for the dunk. Jose Alvarado finds him. Alvarado's a great he's so little, but he's a great point guard for this Pelicans team. Just an absolute gnat on the ball. And then this was crazy. He got Austin Reeves' neck right here, and Alvarado read it perfectly. Faking the post up, just going to spin backdoor for the jam, and that ties the ball game up. Then Zion's got it back. Anthony Davis comes to check him again, and he goes and finishes with the left, knocks him off with that shoulder, and I believe that gave them the lead. Crazy game there. If he doesn't get hurt, I think they win. Now, the question becomes, will Brandon Ingram stay in New Orleans? He will be 27 next year. Does that make you feel old yet? Brandon Ingram, 27 years old, 21 points a game, 5.7 rebounds, 5.1 assists, and zero point 0.8 steals a night last year for BI. He's obviously a very gifted wing, but he's not the number 1 option here in New Orleans, and I don't know how he feels about that, and I don't know how he plays alongside of Zion too well, especially when he's only shooting 36% from 3. Maybe it's better for him elsewhere. we'll see. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a break here. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying today's video at any point. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so if that is you, go ahead and fix that. We're looking for about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out with that, it'd be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video, looking at the wing duo that I was talking about earlier, of Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. I love Trey Murphy long term. I think he's a great wing, 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I loved him coming out of Virginia. I believe I had him as my number 15 prospect. He ended up going number 17 in the draft, but he averaged 15 points, 4.5 boards, 2.2 assists last year in 29 minutes per game. And honestly, it was kind of a down year from the year before. The efficiency was down. The volume was up. He did get 8 attempts a game, 38% from 3, 8 attempts a game. Not bad whatsoever. But in 2023, he was 48% from the field and 41% from 3 on 6 attempts. Nonetheless, he's a great wing to complement Zion Williamson. He and Herb are a great wing duo to have out there, with the clamps that they bring, with the three-point shooting that they bring, because Herb obviously was a fantastic three-point shooter this year. But Straight Jacket Jones, we of course know him for his defensive capabilities. He averaged 11 points, 3.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.4 steals per game last year in NOLA, shooting 50% from the field, 42% from 3 on 4 attempts. Last year, he only shot 34% from 3, so 42% from 3 for Herb. Absolute crazy work right there. Great grind in the offseason. Oh, by the way, he was all-defensive first team, locking up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right there. And then just watch this play by Herb. He tags the roll guy and then closes out to perfection. You cannot play this any better, because he is in charge of Ousmane Dieng, who is rolling to the rim. He tags him, makes Josh Giddey throw the skip, and then he still closes out to get that into the third row. Here he is checking SGA in the half court, forces up a bad shot right there. Now, some more help defense here. He just block it with his elbow. Give me that Cade. Once again, playing 2 guys at once and still recover. Y'all don't understand how special this is. He plays Bagley, but at the same time, he plays Ivy as well, and is able to recover on that closeout and block it. That's crazy. And he recovers it. So it's a transition opportunity for the Pelicans. Here he is. That's just all instinctual right there. Notices Cade going for the layup. Gets the block. Checking Trey Young right here. Where are you going, Trey? Give me those cookies. We're going the other way. 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan is Herb Jones. And he is a nightmare to try and score the ball on. Here he is even checking Jokic. I'm interested to see what the lineups will be next year, with Misi being really their only center that they have. Is Cody Zeller back? Are we counting Cody Zeller? I don't think so. So Zion, Herb Jones, we'll see some small ball lineups there, some crazy stuff. Maybe Larry Nance Jr. They also have Jordan Hawkins, who I really like, 7.8 points a game, 2.2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 17 minutes a night for the Pels last year. Only 38% from the field, but 37% from 3 as a rookie. Very good, 4.4 attempts. Really, really like Hawkins. That's a tough bucket there over a good defender in Derrick Jones Jr. And then the rookie, Yves Misi. Like I said, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. But the 21st overall pick in the draft, giving Zach Edey a bucket right there on the drop step, makes a good pass, and then he's going to go up and get the... Woo! This guy reminds me a lot of Kai Jones. Maybe a little bit more developed Kai Jones. Goes and gets the rebound, puts it back up, and gets it to fall. Kai Jones is probably not exactly who you're hoping your first-round center becomes, but we'll see what happens. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. We're trying to hit 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out with that, would be greatly appreciated. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.